All right, guys, we're back with another episode.
I've been doing this the whole show.
I just noticed that. I'm sorry. I just had to look over. What is she doing?
I've been doing it the whole show.
What do these do anyway?
They're holding the mic
They're
up.
holding the microphone.
Is it? Oh, it just.
Welcome back to another episode of the TAWKS podcast, guys.
I'm back, bitches!
Apparently, we're a bunch of 5-year-olds because we're figuring out how the microphones work, but here we are.
I'm just playing with string.
See, like a cat,
That's
like
it.
you are.
Yeah. Meow.
Meow. Well, we're back. And to my left and to my right, I have BLEU. And I've got Nayo. She's back. Hey, girl.
Back.
Dang, that was
To
almost the intro
life.
to Living Single.
Almost.
To my right.
Single.
I'm glad I got my girl.
Well, you hear a fourth voice in the studio with us. We've got our good friend, Mr. Johnny Lee Jr.
How y'all doing? I'm here. What's
good
up?
friend.
I'm back.
Johnny B.
They
I
asking
don't
me
know this
questions.
man.
Now we're getting to the real interview.
Nitty gritty?
Oh.
Is it not the nitty gritty?
No, not you.
Oh.
Just him.
Oh, the real interview?
Yeah.
I mean, is it not the real interview?
I don't know. I'm just saying stuff.
Oh, you're perfect. Should I feel shaded?
Yeah.
I can't believe
You can if you
Yikes.
want to.
Can't believe
Well, anyway,
you.
we brought him on. Why we bring you on today?
I don't
Because
know.
you guys wanted me to grace your presence, so I'm here.
I thought we were getting free samples, but he said we had to pay for that extra service because his
Who
time
thought
was
that?
already free.
Did you think
And
that?
I was like, damn.
I didn't.
Okay, now I can actually hear it in the microphone.
I can hear it in the microphone.
All right. Anyway, we're back with an episode of TAWKS podcast. Hey, everybody. How's
What
everybody
up?
feeling today? BLEU's back. Nayo's back.
You were somewhere?
I was about to say-
Where'd you go? I just knew I wasn't here. I wasn't here, so I don't know if you weren't here.
He didn't
you
get
know.
fired last week like you did. We
Oh.
brought you back, though.
But I'm
And,
back, though.
Right. We brought you back because
They
you
was
know,
like, damn, our ratings were so low when people found out Nayo was no longer part of the show. Ooh, that rhyme. I got bars.
no, but we're back. Seriously, we got Johnny Lee in the studio with us. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So we brought you here today because you're a good friend of the show. We all know you on a personal level, but we want the other people in the world to get to know you too. So we're gonna start off. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And I know that you tell us about your profession too, because you have a very interesting profession.
Well, my name is Johnny Meacham Brinson Jr. I am 30 years old. I am a Charlotte native. Was born here, raised in Savannah, but I moved back in 2010, and I've been here ever since. My passion in my profession, when I'm not at my 9 to 5, is a chef. I am a classically trained chef. And when I'm not doing that, I am doing my job that pays the bills. You know, and other than that, I am eating my lemon pepper wings, watching Golden Girls and Star Trek, and minding my business
Staying in his own lane.
and staying in my damn lane,
Drinking his water and
drinking my
moisturizing.
water and moisturizing.
And there you have it. What's up? So let's talk about your journey of becoming a chef. When did you first realize that you loved to cook or that you even had a talent for cooking?
So, of course, it all started like with family. You know, the family functions, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the cookouts, the oyster roast, things like that. My family will always cook. Mostly my aunts, they mostly cooked. And so I would always end up in the kitchen, like, let me taste this because I like to eat. And while I was in there, you know, I just kind of picked up this, picked up that. Next thing I knew, I was like, I love food. I love to eat it first and foremost, but then I love to mess with it, cook it, put it together, bring different things from different cultures, like mixing something from, you know, Mexican cuisine with something with Asian cuisine, and mixing something that comes from African cuisine with Italian, and seeing how the flavors come out. And so from there, I was like, well, let me go to culinary school. Let me see what I can do with that, which is, in my opinion, don't go to culinary school. Just teach yourself. It's a waste of money. I went from there and I started doing my thing, and and that's when I was back in Charlotte. And I went to Art Institute, which is now defunct. Took all my money.
Don't go to school. That's why I'm getting
Yeah,
from this. Don't go to
school is a sham. It's a sham. YouTube. So I started.
No, and Twitter University. YouTube
True.
and Twitter University.
True.
Explore your options, kids. That's all we can say.
So I
Take
just
it from us.
I got that
Man.
certification and I started cooking. I started in a hotel. next thing you know, I'm there 4 years and realized I don't want to ever work in a hotel or a restaurant kitchen ever again. So when people ask me, are you going to open up your own restaurant? No, I do not want to. I will own a restaurant, but I will not be working in the kitchen of that restaurant. I'll stop through and make sure everything is going well, but you won't see me in the kitchen every day. And
Your
then
pesto is trash. Fix it.
that would be me.
That sounds about right. That
Like,
matches
right.
his personality.
This is not the recipe I gave you. So that's what I did. I actually got back into cooking actually earlier this year. At the period of time I was trying to do my own thing as far as catering, and I would get it here and there. So I actually stepped back from food completely for like 2 or 3 years. And didn't go into a kitchen at all, and didn't even cook at home. Because I had to like find my passion and find that spark. It was always there. It wasn't as bright as it used to be. Sometimes you just got to step back and reevaluate things. Not change the goal, but just change the way you get there. So then I moved over. I was like, well, I still do meal prep on the side. If you need any meal prep, just email me at chefleesavant@gmail.com, or you can email me at brinson69@gmail.com as well.
Shameless
I have
plug.
very great prices, and let me know. I cater to any diet restrictions as well.
He can cater to you.
What if I have no diet restrictions?
That's even better. They pay more. So yeah. What was I saying?
You were shamelessly plugging yourself.
I was
in.
plugging myself. Yes.
Yeah.
You were also talking about how you took a break from food.
Took a
Now
break
you're back.
took a break from the kitchen and recently got back into it. I said, you know what? I'm going to try something different. So I still do my meal prep. I decided to start a blog called Lushed Foodie, which is going to really focus on at the beginning of focusing on alcohol and drinks of different places and pairing them with foods and the drink menus of different restaurants. And also eventually I'm going to add videos on there of me just cooking in general, just to, build a base and go from there. And I was like, you got to start somewhere. You just put your camera up, get you a little tripod and put your camera up and start recording. A lot of great people who have YouTube shows now, they started with their camera phone, and they grew from there. So I was like, you know what, Johnny, just do it. Just go for it. And that's what I've been doing. I haven't done one this month. Hopefully I can do one very soon. But that's my goal and that's my trajectory. So going from there.
So just to, I guess, touch a little bit on the experience you had at the hotel. Can you elaborate on that? You don't have to go into like what hotel it was, but there's other people that aspire to, be chefs, be cooks, whatever, and manifest that may go through that same trajectory.
So for the hotel industry, the restaurant hotel industry, it can be great for those who want to work in that industry. But if you're someone where you just have your mind is constantly going and you want to try something new, try something different all the time, doing the same menu for a wedding or a banquet, it can get repetitive and reductive, and it will drain you. Gotcha. You was like, I want to try this, but no, you have to stick to this. I want to try this, but you have to stick to that. So next thing you know, you don't even want to cook anymore because you're doing the same salad, the same dessert,
boxes you in.
And like I said, kind of extinguishes the flame that you have if you don't get out soon enough. And so that's what happened. It kind of killed the flame that I had. And I was like, you know what, I got to step back. So I actually left the kitchen altogether once I left the hotel, and I was just like, I'm gonna focus on other stuff right now. And I looked at Chop. I would still watch Chop and stuff like that, but I wasn't like making food posts, making little videos or taking pictures.
Did you go on Chop?
I actually did audition for Chop. It was like a open audition, and they did like rounds. I didn't get to where you get to be on TV, but I got pretty far.
What are the rounds like?
Yeah.
You come in, and this was in Atlanta. You come in and they basically just have you say this is what the basket. It's not like a mystery basket. You know what you're going to cook with, and then you go from there and they just taste the food. It's the same concept except it's not on TV.
Okay.
Yeah. But and more people. So
Yeah.
you have like 8 people as opposed to those 4 people.
Gotcha. So you know, with us being, you know, Black people, and the way that we cook is, you
Mhm.
know, steeped in like tradition and soul food and sodium and all types of other things, which is fine. But it's like, you know, we all are also realizing that, you know, we need as a community to be healthier, and like that, you know, may come with differences in the way that we cook.
Right.
Like, how do you meet that challenge? Like, what's that been looking like for you when you're cooking, just for yourself or with other people?
What I learned is, and I try to tell people all the time, you can still cook healthy food with flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Fat is not a bad thing in moderation.
Mhm.
Salt and pepper are not bad things in moderation. It just gets to where when you start to pile it up and it's in every piece of food that you eat, then, or everything that you eat, it becomes an issue. So like I tell people, don't season your food at the end. You really should season your food as you're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to make a sauce, put a little salt and pepper in there, see what it tastes like. Then you add in another layer of ingredients. If you feel it needs a little bit more seasoning, go from there. Because a lot of people tend to over season their food at the end,
Mhm.
and then it'll end up salty and high in sodium. But just, you know, season as you go. You know, layer it. So then you'll really know when you need to stop. Like, okay, this is good. I can stop there. And this is perfect. You can still eat greens. You can still eat fried chicken and it still be healthy. You can do alternatives, like you have the air fryer.
Mhm.
You can bake it as opposed to putting it in deep fried oil. And you can still deep fry your chicken, you know, just don't make that an everyday thing.
Yeah.
You make macaroni and cheese, you can still make that. It really comes down to your portions and how often you eat it.
Mhm.
You know, if you eat it every Sunday, that's fine. I'm not saying eat 3 and 4 plates every Sunday, but you know, moderation is the key to eating healthy. Use the spices. Use cayenne pepper. Use rosemary. Use
Bay leaves.
bay leaves. Use paprika. Use
Yes.
all of that.
Cilantro.
You know, find you like a local spice shop
Mhm.
and go there, and they'll help you figure out what type of seasoning mix that you want. Or
I can't
seasonings
use
that
curry.
you.
I cannot get curry. I can't
I
get a good
love
curry,
curry.
flavor. I don't know what it is, but like I tried to make curry chicken one time and I didn't use a bottle of curry. I was like, this shit don't
A
taste like
bottle?
nothing.
Yeah.
Like I was really trying because I was like, I used a little bit at first and I was like, bruh, I don't get no curry flavoring. Like I'm really trying here. And then
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I didn't put enough. So then I just kept going. And it was just like it wasn't softening. There was no curry
What were
flavor.
you expecting?
The shit I taste at restaurants.
You
My
know,
sister's curry.
Speaking of curry, question for you.
Uh-huh.
Because my issue with cooking with curry is it being in the house afterwards
Mhm.
and taking so long for it to get out the house afterwards. What are some tips?
I've never had that problem.
I can't say I have.
I haven't either.
Now that I
Really?
think about it. Yeah.
Maybe
Only
it's
time
just
I've made
me.
curry like Wells curry cabbage, and I've never had that issue.
See, I don't have it when I do the cabbage, but when I made like curry chicken,
Mhm.
I'm like, dang, 2 days later, I walk in the house and it still smells like
You know,
curry.
it's
Even with
interesting.
You need a
windows
good
being
ventilation
open.
system
Maybe
in
you just
your
need
home.
a Glade plug-in.
Yeah,
Really?
just open some
Yeah.
windows.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the
Open the
windows
window.
open while cooking and left them open
No.
throughout the day while
Maybe
being
it's
at
the
work.
way that you cook it, because like when I cook stuff, I'm just a big slow cooker person these days anyway, because I'm lazy.
Mhm.
So maybe that's why.
So you're
for
making
me-
meals. I haven't got one.
Here we go. Yeah. But no, yeah. I don't know. There's something with
Yeah.
that. But I like the spices thing because I am the type of person now. Like I will just pick up a random spice.
I
and
do
just,
too.
Mhm.
I buy
like,
like
let me just try
any
it out.
spice. I'm trying to have like every spice in my house. My mom's like, bitch, there's no room. And I'm like, we're gonna make room.
There's a spice shop in Charlotte called Savory. I believe it's called Savory Spice Shop, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
And they have like all kind of different spices and herbs and seasoned mixes. Also, people don't know this, but if you go to Home Goods and
Oh,
go
they
to
do.
their kitchen section, they have tons of different spices and
Oh
seasonings
yeah, they
and
got a
mixes.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah. It's
People think
weird.
because it's at Home Goods it's not any good. I'm telling you,
That's motherfucking
You can
TJ
stock
Maxx,
up there.
bitch.
That's where you get them like those bottles like the pickled
Mhm.
peppers and stuff
Yep.
like that. They always have those.
and you can use them in some way in your dish. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to start cooking a lot more because I realized like one, I was just like super lazy, and I had like people who cooked around me that are like really great. Like my family is full of great cooks, and I am the mediocre cook in the house. And it's like I don't cook bad, But I don't like my sister. She makes everything from fucking scratch. So as I said, she'll probably do the lemon zest and pepper shit. She makes caramel from scratch, whipped cream from scratch. And I've been asking her to make me lasagna for the past 2 years, and she fucking refuses. And she's like, I can just show you. No, I want you to make it.
But you gotta learn.
I know how to make it, but it's not her lasagna. It's
That's
still.
how I feel about my mom's mac and cheese.
Yeah,
It
like
didn't
she
come out
made
the
a
same.
raw vegan lasagna. That was probably one of the best things I've ever ate in my fucking life. It was so good. So fucking good. And I'm just like, if you can make raw vegan lasagna taste delicious and you can make regular lasagna taste delicious, I don't want nobody's lasagna. I don't want my lasagna. I don't want restaurant lasagna. I want your lasagna.
Right.
I made a buffalo chicken lasagna one time.
Ooh,
Interesting.
It was just like I was actually making it for meal prep, and then I realized, wait, I made too much. So I took it
Hello.
into work, and I was just like, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the vegan and vegetarian movement and them like personally, I hate like vegan tuna or vegan chicken wings, and it's like it's
Like
cauliflower,
cauliflower
it's
wings, yeah.
chickpeas, like call it that. Like
I
why
think,
you gave it up, so why do you have to stay with
Keep
the
that
damn
name.
name?
Yeah, I don't. That part I don't really care for either. It's like, why are you calling cauliflower vegan chicken? No, it's cauliflower. Just that's
Buffalo
what it is.
cauliflower.
You just call it buffalo cauliflower. That's what it is. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that. Also, don't like vegans who push it in your face. Like, no, bitch, let me eat my burger, and you eat your cauliflower.
I mean, I love seeing those posts. It's like, humans, we were never supposed to drink milk. We were never supposed to that. And while
Yeah.
some things, maybe because I mean, like, I'm definitely not like, very lactose intolerant these days. But at the same time, like, I feel like that's not true for everybody.
Right.
Like, I feel like you should eat I feel like you should eat to live, not live to eat. That might be a problematic statement.
I do
know.
both.
And I think that's okay too, but you know what I mean? Like, just I think you should eat things that are good for you in whatever way that is. My body's not going to need the same thing as your body and vice versa, vice
Yeah,
versa.
and it's all about proportions and all
Yeah.
that. Because I always consider being vegetarian because I love some vegetarian meals and I can eat. And I was pescatarian for a while, but there's just like it's not like eating like a good ass burger and that motherfucker be dripping
Ooh.
and like I just like yes, I love it. All the grease, all the fat,
Right.
all the flavor.
And, and I'll be sitting there thinking like, damn, vegans, y'all must be missing out. But it's like, but if you have been vegan or vegetarian your whole life, then
You
no,
don't
you're
know.
not. You don't know.
You don't know.
So-
Right.
And it's all
Yeah.
about seasoning.
It definitely
Yeah.
It's
is.
all
That's
about
it.
how it's seasoned. So you can eat some good. Like my friend, she made this vegetarian spaghetti and it was just straight mushrooms. But the way she seasoned her mushrooms, you wouldn't even know there was no meat in there because she used like meat tenderizer seasonings and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I did a meatloaf
that's
like
fine.
that with someone. They didn't eat mushrooms. Like they hated mushrooms. Weren't allergic to them, but didn't like them. And I put it in the meatloaf. They had no idea it was in there.
I hate motherfuckers who search. Like you picky ass little bitch. Like
Yeah,
eat
don't
the
pick
goddamn
food.
food. Like you
Go
over
on.
here going in through it. Like I see a mushroom, I see an onion. Like eat it. It's good. Like I really don't like people who don't have like a large palate. Like I should have
Yeah.
known. That's why me and Aaron
Yeah.
were going to work out because it's like this nigga ate like the same 6 things, and it's like, bruh,
And
I
people with
can't go to
allergies.
Italy and see you eat chicken
You know, and
tenders.
I-
Like I refuse.
I feel for people on the allergy tip. I feel for people who have
Yeah.
allergies because
I can't relate.
I don't know what
can't.
that's like.
I
I'm thankful
don't.
that I don't have any type of food allergy. As far as like something that's like, really detrimental. Like, I mean, like if I drink some milk or too much, I might fart a little bit, but that's about it. But like,
Yeah.
it's not going to hurt me per se.
I don't know. Some of them farts be coming out crazy.
Oh.
Toot toot.
Well, all right then.
but even then, I think, but I will say one thing I've noticed as I've gotten older, because our bodies do change
Yeah.
and everything. Like, I do realize like I can't eat. I am one of those people that for me, I usually eat really late. Like, especially like when I eat lunch, like at work, I eat lunch at like 2:00, 2:30, 3:00. For whatever reason, it just takes me that long to get hungry again, and then it just helps me make my workday go faster, whatever. But I realized literally, like in the past like year or so, like if I wait that long to eat, like my body hurts for like the rest of the day.
Mhm.
It's kind of like I didn't eat enough in between. So like when I eat my lunch,
Yeah,
like I
snacks
just feel,
and snacking is
Yeah.
important.
so I'm learning that. So like I used to could do that all the time, but now it's like no, like you're really gonna be in pain if you
Right.
don't. So it's like interesting to see how all that kind of body chemistry and everything kind of like builds up and works out.
That's like me. Like I love cheese. Like I love cheese, but I can't drink milk.
What's your favorite type of cheese?
My favorite is blue cheese.
Mine's
Oh, I
goat.
love blue cheese.
I love goat cheese.
I do love goat cheese as well. I also like brie because you can
I
really
don't
get on
like
everything.
brie like that.
I just started
It's such a
liking brie
versatile
because of him.
cheese.
'Cause
So
he used to-
it's
brie was
really
nice.
good. Dina DeLuca has a really good. Are they really still open?
I think so. There's one over in the south side of town, if I remember correctly. Still,
They have a good cheese selection. Trader Joe's also has a good cheese selection.
Aldi has good cheese too.
Aldi's and Whole Foods as well have a really good cheese selection. Like I said, I can eat cheese, but I can't. Like I ate to drink some milk one time.
Mm-hmm. Have you
It went right through
tried
me.
like the plant-based milks or anything
I do.
Like that?
Ripple has a really good one.
That
I am
one's so
giving plugs.
good.
I need my money, Ripple.
I'm just Ripple is good, but they have this oat milk at Food Line that's really good too.
Oh, is it?
It's oats, like made out of oats,
I'm
and
gonna have
like
to try that.
it tastes really, really good. It's like I drink that now because I can't really drink milk anymore either.
Mhm.
But I can eat cheese all day. It's fine. But
Yep.
I don't know if you got in it,
And I can eat
but
ice
Daryl's
cream.
lactose intolerant. Don't know if you got that plug yet.
if y'all didn't know, toot toot.
Don't bring no milk around him.
I couldn't like imagine being lactose. Like I couldn't imagine not eating cheese. Like I eat a lot of cheese. Like a lot of cheese. Like I can eat grilled cheese sandwiches for days.
Yeah.
Especially a good fucking grilled cheese sandwich with like
Mhm.
multiple cheeses, the right amount of
Ooh.
fucking bread, a nice
A nice
fucking
buttered toasted.
yes, a
Ooh.
goddamn tomato
With some
bisque
bacon
right next
and
to it.
jalapenos
Yeah.
on it.
Oh my god, that sounds
God.
amazing.
So good.
The grilled cheese tomato soup combo is undefeated.
I'm not a tomato soup person.
A tomato
Yeah, me
bisque
neither.
is so fucking good. Like
'Cause the
it's a
bisque is
good
creamier,
one. It has to
right?
be. It just has to. I think everything could be good if it's just made properly.
That's
Like
true.
that's what I feel about most
get that
foods.
logic.
Like as
Yeah.
long
Give
as
me a
it's
butternut
made
squash
properly.
soup.
That
That's
sounds
really
good.
good.
I can do that with. You don't like that?
I've never had it. It's just
Oh.
interesting.
It's
I
really
haven't
good.
had it,
It's
but
kinda
it
sweet, but it's
sounds
creamy at the
good.
same time.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Like that.
I would only
It's
only
kinda
type of
spark.
soup I probably wouldn't enjoy is a cold soup. Like those don't seem
Mm,
appealing
yeah.
to me, or like I don't see the point.
You ever had a
But-
gazpacho?
No.
So gazpacho is like a cold soup, and it's really just like a blended soup. And it's like they make it with anything. You can make it with fruit. You can make it with vegetables.
Sounds like a
Um,
smoothie.
It kind of actually is like a smoothie. And there's one there's one they make with tomato, almost like salsa, and they just take it and blend it up.
Like ceviche, I don't get it.
I love ceviche.
I don't get
I like
it.
ceviche.
But I'm a
Ceviche's
seafood
good.
person. Like I can eat
I like
seafood all day,
but it's just
every
like,
day.
I don't know. Maybe it's the ceviche I got. That's what I'm saying. It's all about where
Where'd
you
you
get
get it
stuff from.
True.
That's why.
Someplace
That's
in
why.
Atlanta, and like I don't know what I was expecting, but I was just like, the fuck is this? Like I wasn't
Trash.
impressed. It wasn't like flavorful. Like it just was like,
Got you.
yeah,
One of those
so it's
things.
whatever.
That's okay. I have to make you one. I have to
Thank
make
you.
you one.
Thank you. How much do I have to pay?
I was say so.
How
I was
much
about to say
for
he
the ceviche?
offered.
He did offer. You heard it here.
I offered, didn't say it was free.
Oh, okay.
He
But-
said, I could make you one. It's possible. I have the skill set to make you a good ceviche.
Mm. So you said you would want to own your own restaurant
Yeah.
one day. What about doing like a cookbook? Have you ever considered that? Or thought about
Actually, it's funny because I have a cousin who is trying to get me to do a cookbook.
that? Mhm.
And I would love to do it. Of course, I want to still, like you said, right now I'm focusing on getting the following behind me. So then once I make that cookbook, I'll have people to promote it to.
Mhm.
I feel like it wouldn't make sense to have a cookbook, then you don't have anybody to
That's
buy
not
it.
necessarily
Yeah.
true. And that's like something we talked about on the show before, like not doing stuff until you have the following to do it.
Yeah.
Because like I just started a fucking new Twitter page that like ain't nobody following that bitch. Not even these motherfuckers, and I found them out. And but it's
She
like
just started it today,
at some
by the way.
like an hour ago.
But she's been talking about it for quite some time.
But
so
at
she
some
did it.
point, like, you know, the following is going to show up. You might as
Right.
well just put the work
Yeah.
in and do what you got to do because, you know, if you wait for that following, because you're always going to have a number. You're like, 200 people. Is that enough? Am I going to make my money back from that amount of people?
Like
So
I know I have people. Like if I do one, I know I have people who would
I'm
buy
gonna say, and
the
your
book.
cousin is a
And-
following, and they just want
Right.
to have more people following. Shit.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
not
word of
I'll
mouth
follow.
huge.
Yeah.
And you work at a place where you could pub that. I see you.
True.
around
I'm about to say, because I mean,
like
know
I
that
see
y'all's
him
brothers.
around there with the people.
He'd be fine.
You can
Come
be
on,
like
friend.
that commercial, like I quit with your
With a
cookbook
signed
in a
copy.
meal.
Right.
Put this in the break room.
Make shrimp and grits.
Take it to
and
the food
spell it out.
trucks.
Spell it out in grits. I quit.
Oh,
Here's
that'd
my
be so dope.
here's my book.
actually.
Right here, bye bitches.
That's pretty cool though. So what if you had to pick like I guess a specialty of food, like or I guess a type of cuisine that you would prefer to cook like all the time, what would that be?
Asian cuisine.
Asian cuisine.
I love Asian food.
Kind of pick that up.
Yeah.
Like what region specifically, if you had to pick?
All of them. Like I just love the flavors that Asian cuisine builds and how they utilize every part of the animal that they cook with, and how they take care to build. Now sometimes I could be, God damn, you taking this long to make this, but the appreciation shows in the end when you taste that product. Like I said, my goal is to go to Thailand. And from there go to like Japan or something and like taste, like just get immersed. Not go to like those restaurants that everyone knows about.
Yeah.
I want to go taste the street food.
Yes.
And I want to go to the hole in the wall, where you gotta ask the locals like where this place is so you can taste the food.
And that's true even here. Like the best, like we were talking earlier in the car. I was like, whenever I travel somewhere, I'm trying to eat at like I'm trying to do like everything like the local people do. Like I'm trying to like for the most part.
My thing is we're
you know?
American and we only know one fucking language, most of us. And like I'd be so scared to go to those places. Well, not scared. I want to do the same thing that y'all are talking about. But then I think about like, am I going to be taking down a rabbit hole of rape and sex and sexdom and shit like that because I'm trying to be like, where is this? Being the ignorant American that I naturally will be because I'm not trying to be, but that's how they raised us to be. You got to yell real loud so they can understand you. And then I type it in my phone, then I give them my phone, then they run out for my phone. And it's not even like another country specific because motherfuckers will come here and get the same goddamn treatment. But I'm just saying, I always think about that. Like, how am I going to properly, because I don't want to be ignorant. I don't want to be rude. And I'm looking for a good restaurant. Like, because I'm like you. I don't like doing touristy shit when I go places. I want to really be part of, like, what the culture is here. What the fuck y'all do on a Thursday? Like, I want to be part of that shit.
What a food truck. What a food cart that y'all eat at.
That's one thing that really got to me when we went to Miami.
Yes.
Because I was like, the things changed from the time that the last time I went to the time that we went.
Yeah.
And I was like, where the hell are these restaurants? And apparently,
Yeah, because I want to go to the
this
Cuban
is for
place
you
you was
now.
talking about.
all of that has moved up to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And that's where it's not so touristy.
Right.
Versus now all of Miami has become like that.
I only eat at
super,
one
super
place
touristy.
in Miami, Pizza Rustica. I swear to God, that's the only thing I eat when I'm there. They got two on the strip, and I go to one or the other, and that's all I eat every
Got
time.
you.
Every fucking time. I don't know. The strip is too expensive.
Mhm.
I'm
That's
over.
true.
And then the food don't be like that.
Nah.
Don't be
The
like
food
that.
don't be hitting down
No.
in Miami.
No,
Well,
they ordered. My homeboy ordered shrimp and surf and turf,
Mhm.
and it was this little bitch ass piece of steak, and then like these shoestring fries and these little like frozen popcorn shrimps. And I was like,
Did they
Not
plate
in
it nice at
Miami.
least?
I'm telling you, huh?
Did they plate it nice at least? Because, you know, sometimes that's how
No,
they
it's
try
down
and get
there
you.
thrown on there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was horrible. If he wasn't so drunk, he probably would have sent it back. But it was just like, he was drunk and we had to get him out there. And it was like, that's his $70 that he done fucking spent on that
70?
shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, he spent like a good, like, first of all, he spent a lot because he paid for all of our meals.
Oh, okay.
And then these rude ass bitches got these giant ass margaritas that none of them drunk down past 10 sips.
Wow.
And so that was already expensive. That's why I understand why niggas don't do shit for bitches. Because there are some greedy bitches out here. And that's why
That's
when
true.
he was like, I'm drunk, you take my money and gave it to me, they was all sending max. And my ass was about to do none of the shit they was doing. Like, y'all lucky this nigga even paying for this shit. I would have shut this shit down. Like, me and him leaving. They got the tab.
Honestly, truly.
Yeah. I
There we
think
go.
the place when we were there that had the biggest portion that we went to was surprisingly IHOP and
Gross.
But you know that Italian
and the
place was
brunch
good.
place.
The ghetto.
Oh,
Do
the
you-
brunch place was hitting.
Yeah, the
That
brunch place was hitting. I just told my cousin about
Do
that
you
because she was
fast
like,
food?
I gotta go.
I eat Chick-fil-A.
Same. Yeah.
And the Italian place,
Even though we're
was
not
good,
supposed
too.
to,
That one was good.
I still eat Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry.
I'm
you
sorry.
guys.
No, I'm not sorry.
Oh,
I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
They treat me too nice.
Just like people like.
No, they messed
my
up my
food is
order
never
last
wrong.
time. They messed up my order and my fries was dry and cold, but it was cool because they gave me a new order.
And for the record,
See.
their spicy chicken sandwich is better than Popeyes.
Oh, this
Oh, yeah.
spicy chicken
Oh,
sandwich fucking hits.
Ben.
I've never had the one at Popeyes.
I mean, I was about to say I never
Actually,
had Popeyes,
I did, but it was cold, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Someone was like, "You gotta get it hot," and I said, "When will I get it hot, Tracy?" Like, goddamn it! By the time they give it to me, it's cold.
Other people have been trying to convince me, like, no, Popeyes is better. The only thing that Popeyes has is the
And-
fact that it's crunchy. But when you talk about an overall sandwich,
I'm about to say the
Come
bread,
on.
Chick-fil-A, has
lettuce,
that.
tomato.
That's a real piece of meat in my mouth.
Cheese.
Okay.
And you know.
And I know meat in my mouth when it's in my mouth.
I know
Okay.
it when I taste it.
Okay.
Yeah, we love some meat in our mouth.
Okay. And do.
And what about it? No, but something to your point about traveling and like wanting to try different stuff and like being wary of that because of everything else. What I found is that what I really want to do, and I was gonna talk to you about this when we plan our 30th, is like there's a lot of like really
Yo, I got a
established.
a kid on Grindr.
Wow.
You have a kid on Grinder
I
or
said a
Grinder
hit on Grindr.
a hit on Grinder.
Wow.
My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You can
friend.
find him on Grinder, his emails, you know, just everywhere.
Never mind. It was a fail.
Wow.
Ugh, trash.
Come put some meat in his mouth.
You know, I just downloaded.
Yes.
You know, I
I'm
just
leaving all this in here. by the way.
downloaded this again. You know, I was trying to get back out there. You know, put myself out there.
I can't do dating apps.
And I said, you know what? I mean, we don't have that many at our disposal, and all of them are filled with white men. So I went and I downloaded Grindr again, and it's a fail. So
I can't do that.
Oh.
One, I can't do dating apps because I'm rarely
Idea.
just looking for sex. So
Facts.
What were you gonna say?
This might exist, but what if there was a grinder for like
black people.
foodies?
Oh, foodies.
You know what I mean?
Oh, like how country loving farm love or whatever that shit is called, like
FarmersOnly.com?
food love, farmers only, foodies only,
foodies only, but like it's not like
But gay.
sex. It's like
foodies only.
you meet up.
but
It's
gay.
like I mean I'm sure this exists already, like you know food meetup groups and stuff. Like where
Right.
there's like something for that. Y'all heard it here first.
Patent pending.
Patent
Right.
pending. I
Trademark.
might take that out so y'all don't take it.
Right.
But seriously though, I mean I don't know things like that.
It's just
But
this huge gap in the show. They just jumped to like a whole new topic.
this is
My
where,
bad.
this is where editing comes into play. But no, but what I was saying was that like there's as far as traveling and eating and things of that nature, like there's especially for us in the Black community because like you know there's been a resurgence of Black travel. I don't think it ever really died, but now it's like us as millennials, you see it mostly like we're like, nah, fuck this shit. We taking this PTO. we
Okay.
I'm gonna say a lot of my friends. I'd be like, "Yo, what's y'all PTO looking like? Because how did y'all accumulate?" My homegirl has worked for 3 different companies in the past year, and I've seen her go on to 7 or 8 different countries so far.
Sounds like a
And
scam
I'm
to
just
me.
like, bitch, how the fuck do you get all this time off? Like, and then she just be like, "Oh my gosh, this flight to Beijing is blah 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 round trip. That's incredibly
bitch,
cheap.
where?
I'm a just
now there
take
is
it."
something
I was
to
gonna say
that. Like
there's some-
Secret
definitely-
flying. You go to Secret Flying, they have a lot of good flight deals, but it'd be like specific areas,
And
specific
specific dates,
times.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing. So yeah, when it's like, you know, when like and we were talking about this earlier, like taking trips to places like at this point in time in my life, I mean, okay, a cute little weekend trip like an hour or 2 away is fine. But like if I'm gonna take like a trip, like a vacation,
across the country.
you know, on the other side of the country, it's even like to LA or something, I need at least 4
A week.
days.
I'm gonna have
at
to leave
least.
on Wednesday and come back on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I need a
because it's
week.
not enough time for you to really like.
Time, because your body got it. Like that's the one thing I hate about being in Vegas was like we were tired, and our first 2 days was pretty much us sleeping, and we were leaving the 3rd day. So it was just like, God damn, like
But
we
see-
wasted hella time.
I don't know. See, because I was in Vegas for like a whole 5 days, and I felt like it was just too long.
Too long.
Yeah.
But did you do stuff all 5 of those days? Like, would you have like a packed schedule?
Well, Kind of, because I don't like to have an itinerary on vacation. I like to just
But
go.
you're
This is where
also-
we're different.
Well, I don't know if
I
you
need
are.
an itinerary
Because
because I
it's
need
like,
to
I
know
have
what to
my-
earn my
But you're not a
coins.
pothead like I am. So we're always tired and we're always
Got
taking
you.
impromptu naps. And so that really fucks up our itineraries.
Now, the first day that was a sleep day,
Uh-huh.
just by default. I was going to take a nap, and that nap just turned
Just
into...
know that when you get off a plane from like a
Yeah.
3-hour flight and going across time zones,
Yeah.
know that your nap is night.
It's sleep.
And
It's
like,
sleep.
I really wish that as a woman, there was a way for me to like call an airport company and like my hotel and be like, got my period this week, not a good time for me to come. See you next week. Because I swear to God, that just ruins a lot of the trip.
Mhm.
Cause like that's also what happened to me in Vegas. It was just like my whole like I pretty much
Yeah.
was just out. Like it was just like I need to sleep, I need to ball up, I need to be in my bed with my blunt. I can't. I'm not
Mhm.
leaving the house. Where's the food? I didn't really want to do anything, and like that shit fucking sucks. No, they don't. They don't. I mean, I'm sure there's a like a hormone shot that I could take, but I'm
It's probably not
not.
healthy.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't do that.
But I'm not. I'm
Probably
just
not.
gonna
Say
deal
God.
with it.
Your body be all fucked
Because
Because
up.
also once you have a baby, it's like, yeah, you got it. You go, girl. No.
Be all messed up after that.
Listen, but yeah, so like with traveling, like yeah, you need like at least 4 days. I feel like at this stage in my life. 'Cause first of all, what I want to do, and I'm at the point where like when I travel, I want to not just go there, but I want to have something to do when I get there. Like whether it's like, sing a show or something, something, some type of event or occasion that I'm.
First of all,
going
I just
to.
want to get there and get acclimated.
There you go.
That's what I want to do first.
Yeah.
Get there. Let me get my bearings straight. Let me get acclimated. Then I need some. The itinerary doesn't have to be like, oh, time. But I need to have an idea of what we're going to do and where we're going to go. Because
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. Like I went on a vacation not too long ago, and we were supposed to do this, that, and the third, and we ended up doing like 2 out of the 6 things that we were supposed to do, and I'm just like,
That just makes me mad when stuff like that happens.
I was upset.
And I'm like, and to a certain extent, I can go with the flow on stuff. Like even when we went to Miami, I loved when we went to Miami because I knew that, and I'm kind of glad it was only the 4 of us instead of a full 9 people because it's just a lot
Yeah.
easier to maneuver.
Yeah.
Shade.
It's
No,
not
no.
shade.
I know,
It's-
I know.
It's just like it's
When we
really
got
not.
there and started moving,
and started
it was
moving,
like
it was difficult enough for 4
Yeah.
people without a
Yeah.
car too. So that's the other thing. When I've realized also like if I'm traveling somewhere and I'm gonna be there for more than like a day or something, I'm not with someone like that lives there or something, I definitely need to have my own
Oh, yeah.
vehicle.
And that's why I said like next time, because that was my first time staying that far out.
Yeah.
It was like every time I've been, each one of the times that I've been, it's always been I could walk wherever I need
Right.
to go and do whatever I need to do. Even if there's a club, it was in a resort,
Yeah.
unless I wanted to venture out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I was like, yeah, this.
Yeah.
I said it then. I was like, next time I come, I'm
Oh, yeah.
definitely gonna be closer.
I mean, and everything, there's always going to be logistic things you have
Right.
to deal with travel. Because even if you have, a car while you're down there, you got to guaranteed if you're going to like a bigger city, like parking is a fucking nightmare everywhere. What I don't like, because I was looking, even when I was going to I was going to go to Atlanta for my friend's birthday a little while ago. And the hotels I was looking at, hotels don't really give free parking anymore
Yeah.
Yeah.
at all.
You gotta pay.
I didn't
per
realize
day.
that.
Yeah.
And it was like $35 a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, on top of what I'm already paying for this room? Like, the fuck? Like, I might as well park on the street somewhere.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's really stupid.
And
That's why I really don't be mad that I don't have a car because I be like, it's so much that comes with having a
Yeah.
car. I'm so
It
over
is.
it.
And the funny thing is, I just read a blog about traveling, and they talked about a cheaper way to, if you have to drive yourself to the airport, to find a nearby hotel and stay there for a night, and just park there because it's going to come out cheaper. And I was like, wow,
True.
the
I did
hacks.
Yeah.
Or
for
get
a
an
night.
Airbnb if you can.
And even then, the last Airbnb I stayed at was actually when I went to Atlanta. I stayed at an Airbnb there, and like the parking.
Wow, you never visited me when I lived there. But
It was when I visited you, actually.
Oh.
It was right before you moved back, and I went and visited you.
Uh-oh.
Fix yourself. Anyway, but no, everywhere we stayed at though, it was at this apartment complex, and like their parking was all fucking weird. Like it was just weird as fuck. Like it was still like a whole logistical nightmare, but it was fun overall. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff that comes with traveling, and
Everybody trying to get a buck.
Who would you
Okay.
want to cook for? Like, what's an event that you would like to be head of catering for or something like that? You don't have to cook, but you all your recipes that's your running, like that's your name on it.
I'm not a big fan of catering.
Okay.
But I would like to do one of Oprah's brunches.
Oprah. I have a beef with Oprah right now.
I know, but she's still gonna put money in my pocket, so I'm okay.
That's true. That's true.
Facts.
You
Or
don't
if Michelle
care?
Barack do something, I'd definitely be down. Shit, I dig this. Like, Johnny, you coming? I'm already here.
I'll even
Been
cook.
here.
I'll cook for you this
Right.
time.
I was outside the door waiting on you.
Okay.
So
Oh, speaking of like dinner events, have you ever been to the dinner en bloc?
I have not
What
been.
is
Every
that?
time I hear about it, it's either already full or I miss it when something comes open.
Yeah.
And I'm just not with this whole hidden dinner shit where I got to bring my
Yeah.
own shit and
So that's essentially what it is. So
drop
dinner en
down
bloc
shit and-
is they've had it here in Charlotte a few times, and it always happens around like spring, Easter time. So it's gonna be it's warm outside, so it's probably gonna happen around like June or something like that. But like it's just this big dinner that it's catered, like fancy situation like that they have. They set up all these tables downtown and you have to wear all white, and like I think you do have to bring like your own alcohol. I think
you got to bring
that.
you got to bring everything yourself.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
You
bring
got to bring all your
food.
stuff. Yeah,
Oh.
you bring all.
Yeah,
The only thing they give you is the location
ambiance.
and ambiance. You have to bring the table, the dinnerware, the food.
I don't really get the allure.
I think
of
it's
it.
I think you have to bring
the table and all that stuff is there. I think it's like
Everything else that
Kids,
goes
we're
on the
gonna
table,
stay at home, okay?
You have to.
it's definitely one of those.
Cause that sound like these fucking millennial hairdressers. Wash your hair, dry your hair, braid your hair,
I saw that post
trim your hair,
about
use
old
the
girl in
bathroom
Atlanta.
before you come here.
Okay, so
Like-
yeah, so I pulled it up what it is so we can all know. It's a worldwide event spanning 6 continents in which people have a meal dressed in white and a temporary dining setup in a public space. Diners are required to provide their own food, table chairs, and tablecloths. The one here in Charlotte, they give you the table and the chair and the tablecloths. That I do know. And then but you have to like.
How
It's-
much am I paying to eat with strangers?
It's
or eat with my family at my own table
It
next to a
really-
stranger,
It's really one of those things,
which is
where
like
it's
living
kind
in a
of like
house or
what
an
it-
apartment.
It's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like it's definitely just a very Instagrammable thing. Like, oh, I did the dinner and blah. That's really
Yeah, I mean,
all take
I
it.
don't knock
White
it.
people,
Like, it's
I
cool.
swear
bro.
you
No,
you
it's the
know
white
how to
people.
take some money.
No, it's the black people.
Black people?
I mean,
Black
have you
people-
seen how many black people
I'm
go to this
proud
here in
of
Charlotte?
you
A
for
lot.
figuring out how to finesse money like white people, because that is what you done did.
Well, the black people aren't the ones that started it, but black people. Go
Then
to
I
a
stick
lot.
by my original statement. God damn it! My point is, you figured out how to finesse some goddamn motherfucking money, white or black. God damn it, you figured it out. Congratulations,
Go off.
you figured it out. Cause
I don't
that I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I already been somebody hoodwinked me. Told me I don't even want to say it out loud. Like I was hoodwinked. I paid for a vegan leather purse, which means a non-leather purse,
Right?
like $70. Yeah, like
Did you
hella
get
money.
the purse?
Yeah, I got the purse. It then like it broke like 2 months later. Like the buckle on it broke.
Oh.
And like when I bought it, my cousin was like, "How much you pay for this?" And I told, she said, "Bitch, we could have thrifted with that." And I was just like, I felt, and then I thought about, I was like the way she just kept saying vegan. I was just like, it's elite. And I said, "Bitch, vegan leather means not leather."
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be
You know
leather.
what vegan leather
but just-
is polyurethane.
Yeah.
Plastic.
Yeah, just know I got hoodwinked. I got hoodwinked in Silver Spring, downtown Silver Spring. Fuck you, bitch. With your little afro. I was like, natural black woman. I'm gonna buy from her.
But did she hand make it too though?
I don't know that. I don't know that much. She
'Cause,
just
I mean-
ran up on me, and I just had
Oh, never
and this was
mind.
like around the time where like my dad would give me like lunch money, and I like never eat lunch, so I just
Oh.
like would like be stacking my lunch money up and buying like going on
Got
shopping
you.
sprees, and that's what I was doing. And shit.
$700. How much lunch money was you getting?
It wasn't 770.
Oh, 70.
And
oh,
I was
So
well.
you think she paid $700 for a fake leather purse?
I ain't that stupid. I was stupid.
Some people that stupid.
I ain't that stupid. No, but no, I was getting like a good amount of lunch. It'd be like the lunch money for the week, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I
okay.
would never eat. Like I would because I'm. You don't know yet, but you won't find out. Like I eat everybody else.
Won't be
I
eating
used to be
mine.
sitting at tables,
You
and
gonna find
and then
Won't be eating mine.
It's like,
I didn't mean that you was gonna find out personally what you gonna see, but
'Cause-
yeah, I used to just be sitting at town like, you want to eat those fries?
I'm not, but you're not either.
So then people start buying extra fries for me. Like all that stuff. I used to like definitely college and high school and pregnancy. Free food all around.
So up until 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Niall's been living the vagabond lifestyle.
I have. And that's what my mom calls me. She calls me a vagabond.
What happened?
I didn't want to live anywhere. I used to like, after I graduated college, I couch surfed for like a very long time because I did not want to live anywhere. And I was just traveling all the time. And my dad was like, no more. Come to Maryland.
No mas.
Get a job. Be an adult. And I was like, why? But yeah, look at you interviewing us. We round circle. You just keep asking us questions.
I mean, this is we knew this was going to be a very just
casual
episode. This is one of those times.
All I know
guys,
is I'm hungry. And I looked at the juicy crab shake since we're supposed to be going there, and I was like, "Oh, catfish, should I get that?" But then I'm like, "That's not what you get at juicy crab."
Are you really not going?
I might not go. I honestly was like, "Damn,
I wouldn't go."
I've been near my kids all day, my child.
Okay.
Sure, I figured I see the baby.
But then I'm like, "But that food." But then it's like, "But Niall, don't waste your money." But that food.
I'll eat some crab legs for you.
I don't even like crab legs, and I know, like, oh my
Can we talk about
gosh,
that
Maryland.
for a
Yeah.
You're from Maryland. You don't like crab. I don't like food I have to fight to get into. Okay.
You did say that. Can we talk about this whole? I don't know. I think we mentioned it one time before. Like this newfound obsession that people have with like crab legs.
And
Ain't no crab
parsley.
legs left in the sea.
And parsley.
Ain't none left.
Parsley.
Ooh,
Parsley.
Let me tell you, bitches love parsley.
They just been
Especially
everything.
my darker skinned people, they throw some parsley on something, they swear they done
Yes, I'm telling you.
something.
No, we have a friend. She throws baby shrimp on everything, and it should like every fucking thing. Like I said, salad, baked potato, steak.
Don't you bring them salad or
baby
baby
shrimp.
shrimp near me. Don't you do it.
Do you
Don't
know
you
what I'm
do
talking about?
it.
That's
Baby
why I'm just sitting here. I'm like, damn.
If your shrimp's smaller than a medium, don't bring them shits to me.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
why I had to buy.
If
When
it's
I cook
not-
shrimp, I had to buy jumbo.
Yeah, it has to because it's going to fucking shrink
shrink,
up.
yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it needs to be big already.
But I found we're talking about cooking shrimp. Like the best way I found to not lose as much shrimp when cooking, I broil it. That's what makes it still keep most of its size and it lasts longer. But I still have to cook like 2 bags at a time, and I'm eating both
shrimp.
bags. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
best believe that.
Yeah.
And that's nothing with like fish and seafood for the most part. If you just eat it without like deep frying it in butter and shit.
What's your
It's a
favorite
guilt-free
restaurant in
food.
Charlotte?
That's true.
My favorite restaurant in Charlotte? Fuck, I don't even think I have one.
I was about to say, by that face, I don't think you have one.
No. Or where do you go to a lot?
I really like Napa on Providence. It's a really good restaurant.
What do they
it's
say?
in a
Let's say I've heard of them.
Italian American fusion restaurant. And I go there a lot. What is my favorite restaurant in
You go to
Charlotte?
Hawkers a lot too.
I do go to Hawkers.
Hawkers is good.
What is that?
It's Asian street food.
There's this Asian restaurant. It's like a hole in the wall. I can never say the name right. Pause. Let me figure it out. It's
Is
called
it next to the library?
No.
I mean the bookstore.
It's called Pepero or something like
Oh
that.
no.
I can never say the name right, but it's amazing. It's amazeballs. Like it's a hole in the wall. And it's behind like an Asian store. And it's in the back, and you go back there. Yeah, Pepero, I believe I said it right. It's Korean. It's off of Monroe Road in Matthews. And it's
I'm not big on Korean food.
I like Korean barbecue.
It's so savory.
When you first look at the building, it's an Asian shop,
Yeah.
but you have to go in there and go to the like. Have you ever been to Super G?
Yes, that
It's
little
like
thing in the back.
That little area over in the side, it's like that.
Yeah.
Only restaurant I've ever been to like that is like this bookstore, and you walk through the bookstore and it turns into a restaurant.
Ooh, that's cool.
And yeah, it's cool.
I
It
went
was
to a
good.
place
It's
like
in
that
DC.
in DC.
Okay. So y'all. So just
Same
us.
place.
Just us.
Ain't nobody told me.
It's in
And wasn't aware.
And when I first went, I was like, I was in awe. That was when we went for Tony's 30th.
Oh, okay.
And when I went in there, I was in awe about the bookstore part. And everybody else was like,
Is it a good
Because I
place to
didn't
eat?
know,
And I was like, I
when
get
you
it,
if you
but-
walk through the bookstore, because you can walk through the restaurant,
Yeah.
But if you walk through the bookstore first, you're kind of like am I VIP? What's happening here? Because you walk through the kitchen, like, and then you get to there, you're like, oh, okay. Like, you really feel like it's like this speakeasy vibe type of thing.
I went to an actual like speakeasy type thing. We have one here too, but they always changed, the password, of course. But like, I went to one and I went to Texas, in Dallas, and it's like in the bottom of this hotel. It's a nice hotel. Like, it's really just like a door off to the side, and then you open it, but it's like this super fucking nice ass like bar inside, and it's super nice.
Nice.
That bookstore restaurant concept sounds great.
What's
I would
that
love to go
called?
there.
I forget the name of it. Like,
I'm gonna Google it and find out.
It was so nice.
Because that combines my two favorite things.
But no, there's a sushi restaurant here called like Akawanas off of the Plaza.
Akahana. I love that place.
Yeah.
He keeps talking about we've been there before.
I
I've never
could've
been
sworn
there
we've
with this
been
man
there.
before.
It's
But now I
so
have to go
good.
because they
Yeah.
closed Love Sushi. And
Oh,
Love,
really?
Love Sushi is gone. It's gone now. They closed at the end of February. So
Yeah, it's good because they got the buy
wow.
one get one.
Yeah.
And then the
That's the favorite
bookstore
part.
next to it is really
Oh,
dope.
There's a nice
And they gave me Amara's children's books for free because I didn't have cash. She was like, just give me cash next time you're around. And I was like, bitch.
And I also have the cat sitting in the window.
Yep, that cat.
Yeah.
I so hate that because I'm like, can you get out the fucking window? I want to pet you. But it's cool. Do your thing, kitty cat.
I think that would be like one of my top 5 restaurants.
Akahana.
Be Akahana.
I love
Of course,
Akahana.
that bug go buy one get one free.
Yeah.
Go on with that.
That sushi is so
That's
good.
real.
Okay, so what else? Everyone else's top 5.
Oh no, can't do
No, I
that.
can't do it.
Can't do that.
It's so hard.
Can't do it.
I can't even say
And,
I have a
like-
top 5.
3 out of 5 is a sushi restaurant. So I love
Japanese
sushi
food.
and tacos.
Sushi and
and
tacos. I
tacos,
love tacos,
are my
too.
fucking jam.
Okay, I am definitely a
And
sushi
and pasta.
Japanese food type of person. Like I can eat Japanese food all day.
Pasta.
Anytime.
I can do pasta.
Yeah.
I fucking love pasta.
Pasta's
I like
great.
pasta too. I'm not a big pasta.
I'm trying to figure out, like,
cooker,
I
but
don't
I
know
love
why I
it.
don't know. When I was watching The Circle, I realized like there are white communities that I'm not privy to, like the Italian community, like white people language and stuff like that, where they say certain stuff and it's like, oh, he's clearly Italian. Like I would never pick up on no shit like that. Maybe an accent, but no, like there's definitely white people do actually might have their own little. Well, no,
They
not
don't.
white Americans. Not white Americans.
gonna
Sorry,
say,
White
no.
people still shit.
No.
Not them.
But I would definitely like to have like a token white Italian friend because they moms be wanting to motherfucking feed them, and I love it. That's why I love that's not why I love you, Kiara. But Kiara's Dominican and her family, her mom, bruh. I was like, can you just make me a small plate? Because I didn't know what they were eating. They were eating like the Dominican version of chitlins, and I was just like, it was like I didn't know what they were fucking eating. And I was like, can you just make me like a small plate? And she was like, because she kept like, you're not eating? You're not going to eat? You're not going to eat? Bitch, I'm just chilling and vibing. I can't chill. So then she made me make a plate. No, she made me a plate. And I asked her to make me a small plate. And I'm like, she bring this big ass circle plate. That shit was stacked. And I'm just like, Kiara, like, I asked your mom for a small plate. And then
Yeah, they
Kiara
don't
mom
believe
bring
in
her plate. And that shit was like 12 times more food than it was on my plate. And I was like, damn, I do have a small plate. Like, I'm like, you want it? That's why Dominicans so fucking thick. They be pounding them rice and beans. God damn.
They
I
love
was
some
like,
rice and
shit.
beans. Like
Rice and
my-
beans. We got collard greens
And
and
it was a
cabbage.
big
you know,
ass-
what's up?
It was so much. Like, I'm so glad her mom made me eat because it was good as hell, actually. And there was no more. Like, it was it. That was all. Like, because everybody made big ass plates. Like, and they ate them all. They licked them motherfucking plates clean. Like, there was no seconds. I don't think there's such thing as seconds in the Dominican household.
Yo, you eat it all at
Like,
one
nah,
time.
that
That's
shit
it.
is just be gone.
And I love chitlins. That is my second favorite.
I used to
food.
love
And this
chitlins
he
until
does.
somebody told
He
me what it
does.
was, and I just never
that's
been
where
able to
you drew
eat
the
it.
line.
I was never able to eat it after that.
I
I was
always
like,
knew what they
damn.
were. I just don't like the way they smell when they're being prepared. And then like I've given them a try several times. I can't get into it. I can't do it.
I don't have a problem. Like I like my chitlins.
I used to
like my
beg
pig
for
feet.
chitlins.
See,
Oh,
I can't
God.
get into the pig feet and pig ears.
No, pig feet. That's a different
just-
story. I can do that.
I can't.
I've
do
never
that.
had it.
I
Just
can,
never.
I can do
been
both.
into
Sometimes
I
when
will
I cook
try it.
chitlins,
I mean,
put
if
my
I can
pig
eat
feet
an
in there.
octopus, I can try to eat a pig foot.
It's good.
No, octopus is
See,
good.
Octopus is so good.
You know,
I
it's
eat
funny. Like a lot of
octopus, but
people
I
are
just
like
can't
very
do
turned
it.
off. I mean, what I've realized with people in food is like it's really more so of a lot of times it's like a texture.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's not really a taste thing. Sometimes you can prepare anything in a way that's like it to taste, but it's definitely a texture thing. Like I can't stand lima beans, pinto beans, none of that.
I love
Oh, I love them.
I
Those
hate
are
the
my-
texture of
those are-
them. Like I don't like that pasty kind of chalky texture.
For
I
a
don't like- ooh, I
long
hate it.
time, I didn't eat syrup on anything because he was like, I don't like syrup on my pancakes. I just think it's soggy bread. And I was just like, damn, I'm eating
That is
soggy
it.
bread.
That's
And so like I
exactly
could eat syrup on shit for like a long time.
I
He
didn't
had
know I
this-
did that to
Yeah,
you.
but no, I do it now.
Listen,
What
French
else?
toast.
I don't like waffles and pancakes.
I don't
At
like
all.
See, I don't care
pancakes
for
that
waffles.
much. I like waffles.
I eat French toast.
I love
I'll
French
eat some-
toast.
I'll eat a
Yeah.
waffle if it's available. But
What about
give me
Belgian waffle?
pancakes and French toast.
Yeah, if somebody offers it to me, I'll eat it. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I want some pancakes. Oh, I want some waffles.
But you
Ooh,
know,
no.
like I don't like. I know Waffle House is the main reason they make stuff is waffles. I don't like Waffle House waffles. I don't.
Mm-mm.
I've never had them.
And
Me
then,
either.
but like with
I
pan,
fucking love Waffle House.
you know, and pan, I love Waffle House. Everything else, I just don't like their waffles.
I don't eat anything but from but an All-Star.
Same.
That's all I eat.
I like it as the
And then
omelets,
I-
though. The
I get
omelets
their
are bomb.
either their
and then
their
I give away
steak
my waffle.
or their
not
like
getting
their
a steak from
grilled
Waffle House.
Philly
I'm not
cheese or
either.
something like that. It's
I'm not
really
getting steak
good.
from Waffle House. I'm
It's
sorry.
good though. It actually is good.
That'd be busted.
I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
not what
but-
I be looking for. But no, with the syrup thing, yeah, I still don't do that now. But I'm also weird. I'm also the person that'll toast bread and just eat peanut butter on top of it.
And I'm the version
so
of
we
chicken
know
and waffles.
your weird thing. My weird thing is I don't have to, but I for a while didn't like ketchup, and so I ate mustard on my fries. I love mustard on my fries, like fucking love that shit. It has to be yellow mustard, not honey mustard. It has to be yellow mustard on my fries. And then I always get like, if I go to like a carry out in DC, I always ask for mustard, and they be like, mustard? I'm like, yeah, bitch, put the mustard on there.
So
Put
do you
some
like-
mumbo
do you like mumbo
sauce.
Okay, you do.
Put the mumbo sauce, put some ketchup. I want a trifecta and some salt and pepper. That's how I eat my fries when I go home. But yeah, fucking love yellow mustard on potatoes. Like when I make home fries for breakfast, yellow mustard.
I'm gonna have to
I don't
try.
like
I'm
olives
curious.
by themselves.
Really?
I don't like black olives.
I have to
I
eat
like
olives
green
on
olives.
something. See, I don't
Yeah,
like
no, you
olives
know
at
what? You're
all.
right. I used to sit. I just thought about that. I used to sit in my fridge like middle of the night and eat olives like a snack, and I can't do that anymore. They have to be part of something.
That's
Yeah.
not right. I do that now. I just eat them straight out the little jar.
Can't do it anymore. I tried because I try to give like Amara one, and like we have like this intimate moment from my childhood, and like I was just like, it's not for me. Got to have it on some salad.
Oh, yeah.
Salad.
Salad. The two salads.
See, me and Alice, we just don't get along. I don't know why. I've tried them.
Yeah, you're just not a fan.
Not a fan.
Even when they're in cooked in something, you know,
I've tried it. I have.
I put them in
But-
meatloaf and you never know they were there.
What is with you and meatloaf?
Right.
Like if you want people to
This is just a good hide.
Because he gonna kill you.
if you want people to try something,
Yeah, so I'm
put it
definitely
in the
allergic
meatloaf.
to corn.
Wait, do you put
Okay,
eggs
cool.
in meatloaf?
I'm gonna just
Stir
grain it
low.
up and
Do
put
you
it
put
in the
eggs in your meatloaf?
I use it as a binder.
No, like some people like they cut it and it looks like a boiled egg in the middle of the meatloaf.
I've
Like
never seen
yeah.
that.
Now there's a breakfast. It's called a Scotch egg, and it has the meat, the sausage, and the boiled egg in the middle. Is that what you're talking about?
No. It's like
Somebody
meatloaf
puts
with
it-
the like.
Never heard of that.
Yeah,
Handle that. Yeah, my friend, nigga, I'm about to say, swipe it up. My homeboy, that's how his family making. I was like, I don't
Where they
know.
from?
Baltimore, actually New York, but
I don't know nothing about that.
I can't. I
Yeah.
ain't never heard that.
Wait, so do you
Neither have
boil the
I.
egg first and then?
I
put it-
don't know. I don't
Baltimore, they do
know.
that in Baltimore.
I went to I don't know what. See,
Not saying it's not a thing, but
egg
I've
stuffed
never-
meatloaf.
I've never.
that's
heard
the
of
first
that.
time I've ever heard of that.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
and
have
then I went
questions.
to
And I
I
don't
went
want
to
it.
a birthday
me
party
both.
and they had baked beans
Why?
with sliced American cheese on top. And I was
On top
like,
of baked beans?
yes, and like we was just looking like nobody touched that shit. Nobody touched
There's
it,
a
and I was
reason.
just like, and
No.
then
What in the
my
food
friend had the nerve to come at me because I made a quiche recently. It was good,
Oh, I love
That
quiche.
quiche.
and
amazing.
I made a crab quiche.
he tried to
once.
come at me because my first that sounds good, but my first quiche was burnt because I made it at 4 a.m. and went to sleep.
Oh yeah.
And but the middle was so good. It was just the crust was fucked up.
You say I'm hungry, bitch. I'm gonna eat that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he tried to come at me about that, and I said, "Nigga, your wife made baked beans with sliced cheese on top. Fuck out of here." He was like, "It's the white side in her." Like,
Sliced.
oh, I have to ask you a question.
I don't even know white
So,
people who do that.
my-
Right, I was just about to say
my
that.
my white friend, well, my friend, I'm pretty much gonna call her my white friend. She mixed, but my white friend, her white husband, and they white kids But they were making chicken. And I was like, you're not going to wash the chicken? And he was like, oh my God, we always hear this. And it's only from our black friends. And so he was
Your
like,
white friends don't know no better.
I had some black friends that didn't
and
know
he
no
said
better,
that they
too.
didn't, they
That's
said,
just
they once said they didn't want to wash the chicken because they didn't have the proper cleaning products to clean out their sink afterwards. And I was like, soap and water and a sponge.
Some Dawn.
And then I was like, you got to use bleach.
They
So
didn't
like
have,
some
they didn't have no
special-
Clorox?
Apparently, that's too much. That's too much. Then,
they house
See,
not
don't-
clean.
Okay.
then they said they saw some cooking show that you just squeeze some lemon on it. I was like, I ain't seen not one lemon get squoze up in this house.
Now,
So then they said, well, we got lemon pepper. And I said, it don't work like that.
That's not the same.
That's because it's not originally made lemon pepper with the lemon zest at least. God damn, you just keep watering it down. Just
no, I rinse my chicken out, but I rinse my chicken off, but I also do like a little vinegar or little lemon juice, just to
You like to brine it a
just to
little
go.
bit?
And depending on what I'm making, I'll
Okay.
brine it. Like if I'm frying it, I'll brine it.
That makes sense.
Even if I'm baking it, I'll brine it. You brine it, take it out, dry it off, put it in the oven. So yeah, I wash my meat.
you gotta wash your meat.
I
Not
wash
with
my
soap.
meat. I wash all my meat.
Not like that dude. What you mean? They said wash my meat.
The video.
Oh my God. Oh, did y'all see that video with the father and his son? They were like making ribs and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, they
so,
were cooking?
so gay.
They
So
I
homosexual,
ain't seen
right?
this.
No, yeah. So it's this
Uh,
it's this man and his son, and they cooking, and he got the song going, and they
Like
singing.
the old school music.
The,
like,
Okay.
the son barely
The kid's
seasoned
like
it. I really
4 or
hope dad
5.
went back and reseasoned everything.
that was
I'm
my
sure-
issue. With the video.
That was really the only
This
issue.
little nigga was like,
Cause he doing this. I said, and the damn thing coming out of that pot, and the damn thing.
It
coming
was
out.
funny because then people were talking about something like that. I
But
got no
some
problem
man-
with this.
some man said, this is how black men become gay. You have to hate your father a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you have affection towards a man, it just takes one heartbreak from a female for you to want to find that affection in a man again. And so that's how you become gay. I love hearing how you become gay because it. Woo,
Wow.
Because I'm just
Oh,
sitting here like,
crazy.
I just did this wrong.
It's so hard. It's so hard to be a heterosexual
Wow.
male. It's so
It's got-
tiring.
It has
You
to
can't
be.
wash your ass.
You
You can't get no skincare. You can't use an umbrella. You can't wear an Apple Watch. You can't love your father. Like you just can't. You can't, do none
love
of that.
no other man. You
You
can't,
can't
love your brother.
You can't love your son.
nobody.
I remember I was
There's so many things.
I was reading an article and it was after that thing came out where it was people were talking about, oh, this makes you gay. I forget where it was. I was trying to find it, and they were just talking about how straight guys were like, oh, you can't do this because that was so gay. They was like, oh, I don't wash my butt because that makes me feel gay.
Yeah.
Or
I've seen
I
that.
can't.
It has to roll down the crack of my ass. That's enough.
Your ass still nasty.
You
I can't
should.
watch certain movies because that's gay, or I can't feel affection for. I
Just
can't. It was like
imagine.
I can't have guy friends. That's gay. It was like what?
You live a lonely,
A
dirty
lonely,
ass
dirty
life.
ass life.
dirty.
You're lonely.
Dirty.
You're a lonely, dirty bastard.
What was it?
Just
Some girl had
nasty
tweeted. She
bitch.
was like, she's like, niggas be like, you females always need to da 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 da. Y'all need to clean up. Blah blah blah. Says a nigga whose booty cheeks are stuck together because
I saw that.
Because it's gay
Because
to wash between your ass.
It really, and perfect segue into coronavirus. I'm sitting here like, so wait a minute. I mean, now from the CDC is telling people just literally all you can do at this point, just wash your hands and use hand
What you
sanitizer.
should have
Cover
been
your
doing.
mouth.
Doing the things you should be doing
Wipe
anyway.
your
Wipe
area down when you come into the office.
wipe it down.
Y'all, my credit score went up.
Hey.
All right.
Shout out
Snaps.
to it. But because of that, but then now people are sitting here like just buying up all the shit, buying up all the soap, all the hand sanitizer, and then telling my son like
And
oh,
bleach.
I'm like, so were y'all
First of
not
all, did y'all
washing
see
your hands
OJ
before?
Simpson with his mask on? He got like 4 cases of water, a bunch of toilet paper, a bunch of something. He said, yeah, coronavirus, come at me. So I said,
It's ain't a blizzard.
OJ, what is that supposed to do? Because some people, I work at a tax office, and hearing these white people come in, first they taught one of my tax pros a fucking foot handshake. Because it was like, we don't shake hands, we tap our ankles together. And I'm like, first of all, y'all listen, do you not know that when you're talking, a bunch of spit is spewing out your mouth?
Yes.
So that's a thing. Yeah. That's a thing. And then it's just like, if the germs are gonna get you, they're gonna fucking get on you. But they're saying like a lot of recommendations is staying. This man said that his doctor told him to get a bunch of hearty beef soup and just stay in his fucking house. But he's also old as shit, and that's what they're saying about the coronavirus is that old people and people who already have a weak immune system are the ones that are becoming fatal to this shit. Y'all out here fucking raw, but y'all know HIV exists, so just shut the fuck up. And my dad texted me talking about some don't eat Chinese food because the coronavirus is in China. Nigga,
last night.
They are not importing Chinese food here. The food is here. It's only Chinese food because of the way it was prepared. Okay.
My mom sent me a picture of a post with that, and I was like, I see the people when they are in the store with 3 shopping carts full of food. They get it at the same damn store that you go to.
The same goddamn store.
It's not coming across the ocean.
It's not like what the fuck type of shit? You really think you getting this meal for $7.99? That shit got imported? Fuck out of here! Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
The matter is, people that ain't washing their hands. They should have been washing their hands. They usually teach you how to wash your hands when you're at home and when you're in preschool. But apparently they didn't.
20 seconds.
So.
Listen, and you know the one thing that that really got me, and I laughed at it, was at work. And all of a sudden, all of these sanitizer dispensers and popped up all over the fucking building. And I'm like,
what was I doing before?
So it took all of this to get that. We should have been. We should
have been had those.
Isn't that an OSHA violation?
But then they took away the automatic dispensers. They took away the automatic towel dispensers in favor of the ones where you got to reach your hand up in there and get one. So now you got people rubbing all on the paper towels to get one when you just had the ones where they.
That's why every time I use the bathroom, the first like layer of tissue goes into the toilet, and then I use the next layer.
It's little things like that, you know. But this whole thing has just exposed the ignorance of people.
And the dirtiness.
And that's kind of where I wanted to go into like my wellness segment is about
white people.
Be kind to others, motherfuckers, because y'all really out here being very fucking racist, very fucking prejudiced, very fucking stereotypical, and saying some real ignorant fucking shit because you see your Asian friend. It just reminds me of 9/11, where every time you see a Muslim, a Sikh, or anything like amongst the Middle Eastern, you had, oh, you're a bomber, oh, you're this, you're that. Like, okay, white people, if I come to you and you go, oh, master, like, you be fucking offended. Like, you don't fucking do this shit to other people because other people have feelings and they care about their health as much as they care about your health, if they care at all. But, like, just shut the fuck up. Just because somebody's Asian doesn't mean they're going to get you the coronavirus. Just because you drink a Corona doesn't mean you're about to get the coronavirus.
And remember, you can't be a marginalized group trying to marginalize another.
Yeah.
Group. It don't work like that.
Say that
you should have been.
It don't work like that.
You should have been cleaning. You should have been on Naomi Campbell. Everybody wanted to make fun of her.
Okay.
But in reality, that hair is circulated and recycled. And you should have been cleaning because those people don't clean. Those people don't have time. You really think in the fucking 3 minutes between this unload and that reload that whole fucking plane got a deep clean, a deep wash, or any of that? That's why you sit in your damn seat and you see the trash from the person in front of you because they didn't throw it away when the trash bag came around. Like,
they probably come
shit
with a
is
can of
dirty.
Lysol and spray the whole cabin down and keep it moving.
The shit is dirty. It's filthy. You heard it from Naomi Campbell. You heard it from a beautiful black stewardess who did an interview who also laid it out.
From people on the inside, and then they do
and it's just like you can't be that ignorant. You need to be washing your hands anyway. You need to have Lysol wipes on your disposal at all times, and you need to be wiping down your desk. If you work in a public area where somebody is constantly, like, other people can be using what you touch on a day-to-day basis, wipe that shit down every time you get into the office. When you sneeze, cover your fucking mouth. Like, don't sneeze in the please wash your hands. And niggas, just because you can pop your penis out of a fucking pee hole, that don't mean don't wash your hands. Like, I've heard a lot of niggas, I don't gotta wash my hands, so just pop it out and pop it back in. Wash your fucking hands.
I will never, ever in my life understand what I know I'm a clean individual. I, wash myself daily and all that. But I will never touch my dick.
You take a bath daily? I do it like every other day. I'm playing.
I mean,
you know what I can't stand? People who take baths at night and be like, I don't need one in the morning. I don't know if y'all do that, but I just don't get that. I don't know. It's just I need to take.
I definitely wash myself in the morning.
I will take another shower. The only time I'm not taking another shower is if, like, I bullshit it. and now I gotta leave the house and
Yeah.
I can't take another
The thing is,
shower.
you should be doing some type of washing in the morning when
Yeah.
you wake up in the morning. Don't just roll out of bed and throw your clothes on.
Right.
It's
Hygiene
disgusting.
is important, and it like really fucks up everything because you can die if your dental hygiene isn't taken care of.
Oh, for sure, because that leads to a bunch of other stuff.
And yeah, it leads to a lot of other stuff. And it's your fucking head, man. You want to take care of that shit. You want to like just make sure you're healthy. Oranges, vitamin C, taking the proper pills and medications. Keep your and the shit. You don't even have to take pills. It's in
That's what I'm saying.
food.
If you
It's
don't
in
like the
different
pills,
foods.
get
Just
oranges.
Don't
Get
eat
the
Bojangles
food.
every day.
Spinach.
Something.
ginger,
Look it
stuff
up.
like that.
Like-
There's a bunch. This Jamaican man on YouTube has a bunch of songs about
Mhm.
what certain foods can do for you.
I just ordered my sea moss gel and my elderberry
How about
syrup.
sea moss is
Listen.
the 2020 thing. Everybody is doing something with sea moss. So
All you gotta
enjoy
do is
it.
Look it up.
Yeah, look it
Google it.
up. It's a natural way. I be looking up. That's what I look up first all the time. Natural ways to deal with something, whatever I'm dealing with, because I'm not a medication person unless it's antibiotics. I don't want it because
Mhm.
that's the only thing. That's everything else is symptom preventive. It's
Yeah.
that it's not really helping you, and I'm not trying to put a bunch of shit in my body that's not supposed to be there in the fucking first place. So that's why I don't take birth control. That's why I got a kid. I let it all just simmer in me.
And they tell you to put some turmeric up there and that'll stop it.
First of all, I bought turmeric recently because I'm trying to make a mask and get some like dark spots off my body. So I bought some turmeric because I heard that helps with that. So I'm just scared I'm gonna turn yellow. I know I'm yellow, but like a yellow, a Simpsons yellow. Don't want to be a Simpsons yellow. But yeah, that's all I have for wellness. You know, don't be an ignorant dick. Wash your hands and
Wash your hands. Take
Wash
care of
your
yourself.
ass,
Have common sense.
brush your teeth. Have common sense. That's the best you can do. Read. Google.
Open
It's
it.
all on Google.
Read a
Right
book.
there.
Read a
YouTube.
book. Read a book.
Read a motherfucking book.
Read a motherfucking.
Read a motherfucking
Man.
book.
Anyway,
And
so-
smoke weed.
Yes, and smoke weed. My Aquarius brethren, smoke
it.
weed. I'm with him.
Have you guys seen that show on Netflix called Pharmacist?
No.
Oh,
Someone told me about it today.
I
actually,
need to be
though.
slinging Oxycontin because
Oh yeah.
First of all,
I
we
mean,
can,
I don't know.
we
nothing
can all be
about
legal
that, but-
pimps. Y'all need to watch. I forgot what it's called. It's called like Sex something. It's on Netflix as well. This guy pretty much is a legal fucking pimp. He just flies bitches to like Miami, has them all staying
that's
in
the
the
one to
fucking
talk to y'all
house.
about. We're
him.
gonna talk about it on another episode.
Yeah, because we gotta go.
Because we gotta go. But I have
We love you!
something like that to talk about too. But anyway, well, Johnny,
thank you for having me. Oh, okay, you go ahead.
It's okay. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being your real self
Oh,
We
of course.
and
appreciate
teaching us a little about food and about
Yes.
you.
And
Johnny
just having
Bravo.
good conversation with us and all that. So,
You know, that's what I'm here for.
all right. So as you heard his plugs earlier, Johnny, just give us the emails and the Instagram one more time.
My Instagram is Mr. Wednesday. My food blog is Lushed Foodie. People use salt and pepper. It is your friend. Fat is flavor. My email is brinson69@gmail.com. My food email is Chef Lee Savant. That's CHEFELESAVANT
You
You remind me of, you don't remind me, but I'm saying like your advice reminds me of watching that show, like Fat, Acid, and Butter or some
Salt,
shit
sugar,
like
fat.
Oh, no,
Salt,
I know.
sugar, fat.
Yep, I'm with you. But all right, guys, we'll see you on the
Fat,
next
acid,
episode.
and butter.
Bye, guys.
Edit this last part out.
All editing.
Okay.
We'll see y'all on the next episode.
Peace.
Bye. I'm back, bitches.